Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lulwa Tech Designs, and I'm your boy Lulwa Mark. Today we are back with the final part of our project. We are now in the fourth part, and we promise this part will specifically be for facading, and whatever thing you see on the screen, that's what we intend to achieve. As I told you, this is a live project I did myself, and it was actual classwork. So we left our project at this stage. We finished the we finished the walls, we finished the wall openings, we finished the rooms, we created the roof and all these stuffs. If you have just joined us in this part of the video, you can check in the playlist part 3, part 2 and part 1, so that you are at the same pace with us. So without wasting a lot of time, we're going to start facading. We're going to start facading, and the first thing I want to do is I want to start with this side of the design. And to do that, I think we shall just create a wall. Let me come to the ground floor, and then I'll just create a wall. Let me just go to wall tool, which is in design. I'll create a wall from here. Just create a wall from here. Then with the shift, I make sure it is straight. I'll leave it at this point. So I will pick this wall. I'll remove it with Control D. Move it a little bit outside. With shift, I make sure it is in a straight line. Then I'll Control T to go to the settings, and I will make this really thin. Let's say 20 millimeters. So just like that. Then this distance I will make it 0 so that it goes back on this wall. Let me put my computer on charge. Then when you come to the 3D, you'll see that we have that wall, but it is not high enough. Now it's very simple to take this one up. However, we can just go to Control T to take this one to, let's say, 4500 high, and see what it has. Now you see it is still not high enough, so we can just click on this black dot and you select this option to stretch it. Then you just stretch it and leave it here so that it is the same height with that part. Now we're going to learn a new tool, which is the wall opening tool. That is the tool that we're going to use for achieving this. However, before we do that, I think this wall, anyway, let's go to that part. I'll just click on the wall, the opening. The openings, you find it in the design. From here, after selecting it, so when I double click on it, it will give me these options. There's this rectangular, there's this option, there's also this one. So we shall select this third option. I'll say okay. Then from here I can start drawing. From one point I can just let me first escape. Then I can click on the wall opening. Then from one point you can just draw like this. You can draw like this up to another point. Then you can create something like a gap just there. Then you bring this one all the way down so that you can link. Let me zoom out. Let me bring it here. Let me bring it there. I think that one is wide enough. Just there. And then I can finish it up just like that. They are supposed to link up. Let me see. Escape. Now you make sure it links up, because if they don't link up, it will not create the opening. So let's try again. Something like that. And then like that. I'll just now do a rough work just to illustrate. Then here I'll make sure this time it is on that part. I don't know why it is okay. It has created our opening. The opening is here. The reason why you can't see that opening is because the other wall down is it's also white. If you look at this design, that wall down there is black. However, you can actually change the color of this opening. So when you click on the opening itself, it will be selected like that. You can control T to come to the settings. In the model, you can choose colors. By the way, here you can select a black color, let's say paint, and then we can choose that black one, then we override it, then we click OK to be able to see a black one here. I don't know why it has not changed. Let's try again, Control T. Now I understand why it is not showing for us that pen, because right now it is showing this cut line pen. When I change that to black, to be able to change to, still it's not changing it. Let's see. Let me click on it again. Control T. Let's see. All these ones, I think if I make it uniform and see what it will give us. This one, let me put it black. This one black. All these ones I'm going to change them black and see what it will have to give us. This one also black. I'll untick that. Yeah, let me try that. Now we have that black. However, still the wall inside is supposed to be black, so that it allows us to have our other black. Hope that is a good English. Now to select this wall easily, it's better we come to the ground floor. You select this wall, you Control T, then you come to the model. From here we are going to now change it to black color. Can look for paint, then I can just select that paint and say OK, and then in 3D we should be able to see something like that. Now that's what we wanted to have for that side, just like this. Now then also this one up here, is from the parapet wall, and the parapet walls are the roof level. Come to the roof, we have this parapet wall, we Control T, then we also change this to black paint. Okay, come to the 3D, you will see now that is a black cut. When you look at our design, those are all black things. Yeah, so now like this we shall be able to create the remaining openings. So we can keep creating openings. Now I'll click here, wall openings in the design, then I can create another one, probably from here to this side. Let me see here, then I'll create an opening there, and then I'll bring this one here, then I make sure this one is there. You see that? Just like that. Now we can create as many as we want. I can create another one here like this, and then I'll create a distance. I don't know why this thing keeps bringing out those unnecessary lines that block our view. There, then I'll create something here, something here, just like that. Okay, I believe we are almost doing that. Yep. Now we can create a cross. Let's say I can create one from here, then to here, there, around there, then here, just like that. See that? Then I can create two. Let's say we're creating two. Let me create another one from here to there, then the opening there, like that. So we can do for this side. Let's say I want to create one from here, just like that. Then I'll open it there, then something like that. Let's say one more time there, like that, like this. Now you realize this one has selected something inside. It detected the other wall inside instead of this outside wall that we created. So we shall do it again. This time we're doing it right for this outer wall, just like that. Now we can make all these ones black. Then I'll select all of them with the shift. I believe I can select all of them, just like that, just like that, just like that. Then I can control T. Then I change all these ones to black, black, black everywhere, just like this. Change all of them. Okay. Then this one, control T, change everywhere black, 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 like that, like that, like this. Okay. Also here we do the same. We change everything black, 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 and black. So now when you come to the design, I believe we have done something close to that, and I just wanted to show you how it can be done. So now you can do it in any way you want. Otherwise, you can still click on open. Let me show you other options. When I click on this rectangular one, when I just click there, it will create that opening. When I click here, it will create that opening. When I also select the circle, I can create openings just like that on the wall. Anywhere you tap, it will basically just create the opening you want. So that is how you can use wall openings on your design. So I believe you have learned something new today, and we go on. So now we're coming to this side of the design. So to do that, I have seen there's one thing that I want to show you. That is how to use the Morph tool. The Morph tool is also an easy one to use. It is when you compare this to Revit, this is like extrusion. You use an extrusion. So the Morph tool basically also draws things like freehand designs. So when I click on the Morph, I can use this, I can use this, I can use this, I can use this. But I want to use this because I want to draw something. Let's say from here. I'll just start from here like this. Then I will go to this side like that. Then I'll come to this side. Then this side. Then I'll bring it down. Then I can finish it up here. Just like that. Hope they have linked up. Okay. I can't see it. I cannot see it. Cannot see it. I believe it didn't. For this one here, for it to work, you make sure the points meet up. If they don't meet up, it will not work. So I'll start again, just like that, like this, like this. This time we need to ensure the points meet. So now, like that. So we have, it is there. It is there, but it seems to be inside. I don't know why. Let me see. Now I've selected it. I've now selected it. After selecting it, you can just click on it. It's a little bit tricky. So now I've selected it. So I'll let me see. I'll try to drag it a little bit outside. I'll try to drag it a little bit outside, just like that. I'm seeing it has no, it is not having any shape. I mean, it has no fill actually. It is not having any fill, but we need to understand why. Let me just first delete that. Then try one more time. You go to the morph. This time I want to use the rectangle, this one here. I'll draw a rectangle from here like that up to that part. Now this one here has accepted, so it has drawn the morph tool here. When you just click on it, you'll get these options. You can use the push or pull, you can use the tube, you can use these bulbs. I'll show you these ones one by one, but for now I want to use the push. So now when you rotate like this, you can just push this and it will draw something like that. See that? It can draw for you something big depending on what you want. So I'll just try and pull something out like this size. You can even give it a distance here. Let's say I want something around 50 millimeters, just like that. You see that? So now it has drawn for us that extrusion, as I can call, because I really love Revit, and these are the terms I love using in Revit. So it's some bit of extrusion anyway, but using the morph tool. So now we can do the same for this side, I guess. We shall just click on the morph. Then I'll just draw another one here. I'll make sure it is aligning with that. Okay, something like that, just there. So now I can also move it out. This one I'll select it. Then I'll of course you select it like this, then you choose that, then I'll rotate it like this and move here by 50 millimeters, because that's the distance for the other one. So just like that, I can control T to give it a paint or override the surface. So I can say I want white, glossy white, okay, because that's what we have here. Okay, then I select that, control T, can do glossy white again, just like that. So now we have that. You see that? So basically that's what you can do with this morph tool. Then we can now change the color of this wall. Since this wall, when you sit here, it is having a wood a wood, let's say a wood finish. So I can control T, I'll come here, I'll look for wood. So we can use that mahogany horizontally just to give it that finish. And if you look at the design, we have almost achieved that part. Not so, we've probably achieved that. And maybe just here we can create a morph around here, then we shall extrude it. I'll come to the morph, then I'll use this rectangle still. I'll create something here just like that up to this part, just like that. Then I'll select it again, and we shall try to extrude it. Let me see, there's a curve edge. I think I selected, let me select it from the middle. Okay, now I've selected the part I want. Now I can simply just move it there, and this time I'll move it around, let's say 150 millimeters, just like that. You see that? And we can make it black. We go to Control T, then in this override you change the paint to this black ivory paint, something like that. I believe that is what we have in our design here. So yeah, that's what we have. Don't you see that we are achieving what we are supposed to have here? And the most important part for me here is learning these new tools, the morph and the wall openings, which you have probably understood how to use it now. Now there are things that you can do with this morph tool. Let's say I'm going to just illustrate certain things. Let me close this roof. Oh God, I've closed the project. Probably I've closed the project. Let's just reopen it here. Let's just reopen it. The intention was not to close the project. Let's wait for that. I think I'll just now close it all. Close it all. So let's wait for this one to open up. I hope I was saving, otherwise if I was not saving I'll lose all the progress. So basically this tutorial is for us to learn about the morph, and yeah, at least I was saving, I didn't lose anything. So let's go to the ground floor, because I wanted to show you other things you can do with the morph tool. So now you can let me just create a morph here, outside here, something like that. When you come to the 3D, you should see a morph here. You see this one here, I can simply just click on it and click again. Then when I say I want to bulge, here I can bulge anything. Let's say a circular form. You see, it can create something like that. You see that? Can create something like that. Then I can click on it again. Then if I say I want to just create, let's say you want to add, you can really do a lot of things on it. You can add parts. Let's say this, I want to add something outside here, you can add that. And then of course if you want to use this tube, and then you can create something like that. You see that? Okay, so now you can see what it does. You can create any irregular shape using the morph. See that it can keep creating things anyhow, and of course now you'll have to control how you want to create something on it. So now if I select it again and I want to do, let's say, this, so now some of these ones you can just create what you want to create on it. Let me do that. So I'll just now delete this. This was just an illustration of how you can create irregular shapes using the Morph tool. So now when you see this design, we need to now create that part. I believe now here we understand how the Morph tool can help us. So we shall use it here to create this part here. So I'll come this side, I'll select the Morph, then I'll use this rectangle. From here, I'll create from here like this, create all the way to this side, just there. Then I'll pick my arrow, I'll select it again. Then of course now I want to pull it outside, just like this. Can pull it all the way here, just like that. You see that? Now we have created this entry ports. It has given us the shade that we need, and the color is of course white. Control T, we shall just now override this color to that white glossy one, just like that. And then we have our shade here, and looking at the design, we also have that side, which we can also achieve with the morph as well. It's yeah, it's this side here. So now I can do something from here. Let me just select the morph, then I'll start drawing something from here like that. Let me just draw something like that, just like that. Now you see what it has drawn here. It looks to be, it's not a straight one. So now we shall have to use our brains here a little bit. So I'll pick the morph tool again. I'll this time draw around here. I'll use this surface, which I believe is better option. So just like that. Then I'll pick the arrow, then I'll click on it, I'll click on it again. I'll still use the push or pull, then I'll pull it here to make sure it fits exactly there, just like that. Then of course I'll control T to override the surface with the color white, just like that. You see how easy it is to use the morph tool. Then this window is looking to be a little bit bigger, so to change that I can simply pick on this paint. I'll select this, pick the parameter, I'll come to inject parameter, I'll inject it to this window so that we have a smaller window here, just like that. You see that? Now let's see what we have, and update is this part. We shall control T and choose a blacker color. let's say paint. So we've been using, this one here. Okay, so just like that, we are beginning to look like we are achieving our desired design. Not so, just like that. And of course this one here is supposed to be this wood, and the best we can do here is to use the morph to draw a wood color here, or a wood finish. So we shall select the morph again. Today we are on morph, so you should not get tired of me using the morph all the time, because it makes work a little bit easier. So I'll select it, I'll Control T and override, and select this, look for wood, just like that. So now we have that, and I'll need to take it a little bit inside, so I'll select that, then I'll pull it a bit inside, just like that. So we can Control S to save our project so that we don't lose the progress. So just like that, I think we have achieved this side. Let me see what we have. Okay, now I think have to create something up there. I'm seeing those ends. So now you can see that we can use the morph tool to do a lot of these things. We can use the morph tool. So on this side, on this upper end, we can make sure this wall is a little bit higher or taller than this one here. So now we can Control T and come to the geometry positioning. We make this 1.6, I guess, to make it a little bit higher than the other one. And we can take this one to the same height, 1.6. This is just for design purpose, because we don't want to have the same elevation. When you go to the elevation, you should be able to see a stepped elevation. So this one, I guess, is going to be black also. In the model, we shall change that paint to the black one. We look for paint and we use the black one, just like that. And then up there we have something. So what do I need to do here? I think I can use my morph, or you can also use the slab. By the way, you can also use the slab. You can also use the wall tool. So you have all these options. But to make life easier, let's use the morph as always. Come to the morph. We're using the rectangle. Then I'll draw something here, just up here like that, all the way this side. Maybe that size. And then I'll select it. I'll select it again. Let me see. You see, when I try to move it, now I need the tube. The tube can actually also move it outside, just like the push and pull. So I'll make this one 50 millimeters, just like that. 50 millimeters, just like that. It has not moved. Let me move it again, 50 millimeters. So now it has moved a little bit outside, and That is okay. I'll escape so that we have it there. So the color, I'm going to change it to white. Control T, override this surface. Then I'll use the glossy white that we have been using before to have that. And this side we can do the same. We can draw a morph here, the morph. Then this time I'll start it from this side. Let me first escape. Let me zoom in. I'll start it up there, just like that, like this, like that. Then you select it, you move it outside by this side. Let me turn by 50 millimeters, escape, so that we have that. You see that? That's what we have. Then of course when I selected that, I believe I should be able to move it. Let me select that. Then I can be able to, let me just curve edge. You can curve the edge, but that's not what we want to achieve. I want to move this one here, just like that. Now it's balanced here, but upwards it has also gone past. I guess we can reduce all sides, offset all edges a little bit. Let me offset a little bit. Not getting what I want. Let me offset all sides. Now when you try to offset, you see it creates for you some weird unwanted design. So let's try and see. Let's say we want to remove only this part here. I'll do that. Then there's this, there's move, there's this, then add, remove, rectangular box, but this one is basically to add. It is to add, so I will not add. I guess we shall be forced to redraw that and make sure we are perfect this time. Let me use the morph. This time I'll start up from here anyways. I'll start up from here, just like that, so that when I'm ending, I'll end it in a good note. And make sure it is properly balanced. There, like that. Then of course here you select it again. We are moving it out by 50 millimeters. And then Control T to change the color to our glossy white. Then that's what we have. That's what we have. That's nice. That's nice. That's what we are achieving, right? Then when you come to here, I guess we can now create these steps at the front pot here. So we shall basically let me see what we have. Yeah, it's there. So we can create something there, up to down. So let's create that step. Let's create the steps. For you to create the steps, the best way you can do it is you need to create what we call lines. Remember, when I come to my documents, there's this line tool. This line tool can help us to create these steps easily, because the steps are basically, these are basically slabs. So we can use the line tool. So I'll create, let me start from here, I guess. Just create one here, and then the line is in documents. You find it in documents. I'll just Control Shift D, that is to drag a copy. I'll let's say 2 let's say 200 or 250 millimeters. Control Shift D again, 250 millimeters. Control Shift D again, 250 millimeters. Control Shift D again, Control Shift D, 250 millimeters. Control Shift D, 250 millimeters. Control Shift D, 250 millimeters. So now, after doing that, we can still select the line and draw the other one this side, just like that. Then I'll draw another line here. Let it start from here, just like that. Now we shall first of all we shall need to select this line. We select this one, you select this one, you can select this one. These lines, you can intersect them, just like that. This one here has refused to intersect with this one. I don't know why, not that one. So we can delete this side by Control Delete and Control Delete. So now we can select that. We can select this, and then you come to your slab. The slab is in design. You just select slab. Then I'll simply press my space bar on the keyboard to paste the slab there. Then when you come to the 3D, you should be able to see a slab here. You see that? This slab. Then I can Control T to come to the settings. I want it to be on the ground floor, and the reference here should be 0. It has to sit there, just like that. It is sitting where it is supposed to sit, but we're going to move it outside. So I'll Control D to drag it outside. I'll pick this side, I'll drag it and place it here, just like that. Now I can duplicate this. Instead of drawing more lines, I'll simply duplicate this. I'll come to my ground floor. I'll delete off these other lines that I created. Since I now have this one, I can just duplicate. I'll just Control Shift D to drag a copy, just like that. Control Shift D, drag a copy. Control Shift D, drag a copy. Now this one, I'll Control D to move it, and I bring it here. This one, Control D, I drag it and bring it here. Let me just bring it here, just like that. This one, Control D, I'll also bring it here. just like that. Now we're going to change their height where they are sitting, because right now they are just sitting at the same height. So remember, this is at 0, then this one has to go down. Control T to go to the setting. This one has to go to, first of all, we are going to, this is 150. That means this one has to go negative 150 down, just like that. You see there. Now this one here, Control T, 150 plus 150, that's negative 300. Negative 150 plus negative 150, just like that. Now this one will be negative 450, negative 450. See that? You see that? That's what we can achieve. You see that? That's how you create steps in your compound, at the porch, the front porch, anywhere. That's how you create steps. You can use the line tool, and then you just create one step, then you can duplicate them the way you want. Right? That is the easiest way to do it in Archicad. Of course, you don't need to worry about this part that is looking empty. This one is supposed to be filled up by the foundation layers. All those things in the foundation layers are supposed to fill this, and this one becomes the last step here, will become the last point where the compound starts from. That's where the compound starts from. So that is how you can do it. That is how you can design steps basically in Archicad. So where else are we? That's how you do the steps. But of course, we have not done the steps up to this side. Now, if you want it to cover, for example, if you want this one to come all the way to this side, it's now pretty simple. It's pretty simple. With the slabs, you can just add. When you click here, you can add all offsets. You can add a specific one. For example, if I click on this, I can simply just add from here. Let's say I want to add, let me first undo that. So if I want to add something onto this, click that, selecting, can click, and then I can, let me just click there, add, then I start from here. Let me use this option here to draw manually. Let me draw here and see what it can add for us. I guess it is anyway, we have another option here to stretch it. Stretching it can only stretch it upwards or downwards, but we also have this option. Since now it can only stretch it downwards or upwards, we can click on this, then we stretch it all the way down. That's let's say 450 down, just like that, because the last one is 450. So this one here can also do the same. We stretch it. I don't know if it is supposed to be 450 or so. This one here, let me use this side. like that. And then this side, let me also do the same like that. This side, um, like that. Now you see that the sides are going all the way down the way it's supposed to be. So now the downer part here will be filled by foundation layers. So that's how you can create these steps. Of course, a lot of common sense is needed when you're doing this, because most times you know the tool, but using it is a bit of a common sense, because sometimes you don't achieve everything the same way. Not everything is achieved the same way. So that is what you can do this side. What else can we do? I believe we are done with the achieving what you want to achieve. I know you'll say, oh, how about the back sides of the house? I wanted to show you the major things just at the front part of this design, because it has everything we wanted to learn. First of all, we learned how to do the wall openings. We also learned how to use the Morph tool, which we have used it intensively. And we have created the steps using the slab tool, which you have also learned. And then I believe there's nothing more you cannot do in Archicad now. Right now you can do any form of design you want in Archicad using these tools, because these are basically all the tools you need, apart from maybe the landscape tools like the mesh. This mesh is also really basic when you want to do landscape, and we have a video where we also use the mesh tool to design something. So that is the purpose of this project, and I believe we have achieved our purpose of the project. And if you have found this project really important to you, and if it has helped you to learn something in Archicad, please make sure you subscribe, you like this video, and encourage your friends to subscribe to Lulua Tech Design, because the next project we have will explain more about these tools. And I hope to see you there again. Thank you.